Hey everybody, so I came across a video recently and I wanted to share it with everybody in regards to this guy, Julian Brown. Apparently, he has created or invented something that is basically putting him in a spotlight of possibly our government or some shadow government that's supposedly coming after him. I don't know, to stop him from, pursuing his research on turning plastic into fuel. Let's check out this video that I found online of just a little snippet of who he is and where he comes from and why he kind of dove into this field.
Julian is the founder of Nature Jab, a company dedicated to turning plastic into fuel to heal our earth. Julian, welcome to Shifting Dimensions. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad to be here. I always have been conscious about the environment. I would say that fundamentally it's been in me more conservative, being more conservative of our natural beauty that the earth has given us. I kind of remember, the earliest I remember is I was in fifth grade and I wanted to start recycling then. At that time, my family didn't recycle, and I told them we should start recycling. I didn't understand it or anything, but even then, I always just thought, nature is so beautiful. It's such a gift that we have, and ultimately, we as humans, even though we might be most intelligent species and we have the capability of doing these things, I think that we have to have a respect for the roots of what we've come from.
Basically, this machine turns plastic into fuel, which is mind blowing to think about. I didn't even know that was a thing until I came across your content.
Right there. Tesla, man.
Here, I have Plastadiesel. A diesel alternative I made from plastic waste. And what we have beside me here, we have two Ford 1997 F-250 Power Stroke 7.3s. And we're gonna put my Plastadiesel diesel alternative made from plastic waste inside of the first ever F-250 to run off of plastic waste in Chicago, baby. And we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison to see how real diesel does versus my diesel inside of this truck. So Tony, let's go ahead and get this diesel in here. Yes, shot myself.
I got it. Tell us what he's doing.
All right. Plastadiesel is inside of the pail, and we're gonna hook up the fuel hose to it.
He ran the diesel or the truck out of diesel.
Yes,
correct?
it's out of diesel. It's gonna take a minute to start.
All right, everybody, make our way back to the front. If you want to support my mission to take sunlight and turn sunlight into fuel made from plastic waste, you can go to my GoFundMe here. We're looking to raise $16,000 to get all the solar equipment I need. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I gotta ask, do you guys think it's gonna run?
Yeah. We know it's gonna run.
All right, Tony, hit it.
You gotta get in the system first.
Yeah. Give it a minute.
You gotta get in the engine to feel the engine.
Let's go. History
right here, the first ever Ford F-250 to run off of plastic waste right here in Chicago, Illinois, baby.
Big step I took into my life with wanting to be a conservationist was recycling, get my whole family to recycle. It all started with that because I then started to research recycling, and particularly recycling plastic. And I figured out that you can put your plastic in your recycle bin, but there's over a 95% chance that it's not going to actually be recycled. In fact, less than 5% of all plastics that we put in our recycle bin actually are genuinely recycled. The rest of them are really either just burned or just thrown pretty much right into the ocean, into rivers, or take it to the ocean. So that was the catalyst for me because at that time I also started to get into gardening. And a huge part of gardening is any garden waste you have, like stems of things and food waste, you compost it and that ends up being fertilizer for your garden. So then I started to really get into nature, and then I started to go into the forest and I looked at trees. I looked at the leaves that fall off of them and they fall into the ground, and those leaves break down and end up fertilizing the trees and all of the whole ecosystem. And I started to realize this pattern in nature, and that is that in nature there's no such thing as waste. Every single thing, that energy is transferred into another form of energy that's useful to something else. It's only us as humans, and only us as humans in really the past, past the Industrial Revolution, where we have these things called trash and waste. There's no such thing in nature.
All right, listen, everybody. I'm certainly under attack right now.
A brilliant young inventor with a world-changing idea vanishes after posting a cryptic warning online. For 3 weeks, the internet feared the worst. Now, a message has emerged confirming he is safe, but the details only make his story more terrifying. At just 21 years old, Julian Brown isn't just an influencer. He's a scientist recognized by Forbes, armed with a $100,000 grant, and a revolutionary invention he calls Plastiline, a technology he claims can convert plastic waste into gasoline. It's an idea that sparked hope and, as it now seems, danger. The mystery erupted on July 9th when Julian unleashed a series of alarming posts. He claimed a secret helicopter had circled him in the middle of nowhere. His final video was a chilling plea. "I'm certainly under attack right now," he said, looking visibly shaken. "Be on the lookout." He begged his followers to screen record the video before he vanished from the internet completely. His disappearance sparked a firestorm of speculation. His followers were convinced his invention threatened powerful people who would do anything to silence him. Now, after 3 weeks of silence, his mother has issued a statement that has thrown gasoline on the fire. She confirms Julian is alive, but her words are anything but reassuring. "I can confirm Julian is safe," she stated, "but in the best interest of his security, I'm not able to provide any more information."
Now, I don't know too much about vehicles and how they run and all these things when it comes down to the specifics. But this is pretty amazing if this guy really created fuel using plastic. Now, from what we saw, apparently some people are coming after him, possibly because he could be a huge threat to a lot of these CEOs that already have their money dug into other fuels of gasoline and diesel. So let me know what you guys think about this gentleman, and spread the word about this kid. We want him to succeed. We want him to get these things approved and patented. And if it's something that can be beneficial for the American people and bring prices down on how we transport ourselves from point A to point B, we should be cheering on this guy. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. If you guys heard about this guy, like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Until next time, peace out, everybody.